Okay, children, a very good morning. We have been doing this chapter, Landscape to the Soul, and today I'll be summarizing, telling you in a gist, okay, what is actually there in that chapter. Okay, this will be easier for you to give your answers in your exams. And one more, children, very important, do read the chapters again and again so that you are thorough with the story and you are thorough with the concept of the chapter. It is very clear with you all. Okay, Landscape to Soul summary will help you learn this chapter in a very easy and simple way. Okay, children, this is a tough and a typical and a very deep, strong headed chapter. So, this summary, which is there in simple, basic English words, this will help you to learn and to get in the chapter in your heads very easily. This chapter comprises of two parts, and Natalie Trouroy is the author. The author has taken the first part from the landscape of the soul, ethics and spirituality in Chinese painting. Ethics means the moral values, okay, the basic moral values inside a person, like helping poor, being kind, respecting elders. These are some basic emotions, some basic moral and ethical values. Okay. And spirituality. Spirituality refers to God, the presence of God, the importance of God. Okay. Whereas the second part has been derived from getting inside outsider art. Okay, the second part, children, tells us about the outsider art. Okay, the art, children, which is not very much trained, it is an untrained art, but really appeals to the viewer. Okay, Getting Inside is an article that was published in the Hindustan Times in 2005. Okay, it is written by Brinda Suri. The main theme of the chapter is about arts. Okay, children, so the whole chapter is revolving around to just one topic, that is arts. Art is something which is very creative, very full of talent. Okay, something which is very creative and full of talent and full of art. It revolves around the art of painting told through the help of various stories. Okay, that a particular art, after viewing a particular piece of painting or art, we can go to deep down to a whole different world. Okay, a whole different story. We learn about Chinese painters and their works as well as the story behind them. Okay, we learn about how the Chinese artists were, what they tried to explain the viewer, what was there inside the head, what they wanted, how much emotions they wanted to show through their arts. Similarly, the second part explores the concept of art brat. Okay, what is art brat, children? Art brat meaning the art of the ones who have no right. Who have no right, as in children who are not that much trained, who are not that efficient, not that organized. Okay, thus we learn a great deal about art and its history. This chapter divides into two parts. Okay, the chapter is differentiated between the two parts, each telling us about art and its history through various stories. Okay, in the part taken from the landscape of the soul, ethics and spirituality in Chinese painting, we learn about the art of painting through two stories. Okay, the first one is about a very popular Chinese painter whose name was Wu Daozi. It's about the 8th century where he was hired. Hired means somebody paying you something to do a particular task, to do a particular deed. Okay, hired by Tang Emperor Xuanzong to adore a wall of the palace. Okay, he rented him, he hired him so that he can make his wall a very beautiful one. Okay, he should make it very creative, people should look up to it, and it shows and it becomes a very beautiful thing. Wu painted beautiful scenery with mountains, waterfalls, forest, as well as clouds and blue skies, with people living harmoniously in a happy environment. Okay, children, his painting was not such deep thing. It was very basic. It was very positive, like just like a scenery. Children, when we see a scenery, our heart becomes happy because the scenery has so much beautiful things in it. It has beautiful waterfalls, nice greenery, beautiful scene that makes us very happy and positive. Okay, it gives us positive vibes. However, he painted a cave at the foot of the mountain that was inhabited by a spirit. Showing his work to the emperor, he claps his hand and an entrance to the cave opens, where he gets in and vanishes. Okay? So, when the emperor, the king saw the painting, he clapped his hand, and what happened? And a wall came out and he vanished. Vanished means disappeared. Thus, after disappearing, the author says that denotes the knowledge of the mystical inner world. Okay, the knowledge of the inner world. Alright? Thus, it says that only the masters are aware of the way within and can go yonder any material form. Okay? Yonder means take any material form. Similarly, there is another story about another popular Chinese painter who did not draw a dragon's eye, fearing it would become real and fly out of his painting. Okay, so it is quoting another example where a Chinese painter, children, when he drew the dragonfly, children, he did not draw his eyes. Why so? Because he felt that it is so realistic, that the dragon is so real, that I feel that if I draw the eyes, it will fly. What does this mean? This means that it was so real. Okay, it was so real. Next we have the third one about a master blacksmith, Quentin Matches, who fall in love with the daughter of a painter. Okay, a person who is a blacksmith, his name is Quentin, and he fell in love with the daughter of a painter. As the father was not expecting of his son-in-law belonging to such a profession, he still did so. Okay, children, painters usually are not very well off, or they are not given a good position in the society. So he was quite amazed, and he had never thought that his son-in-law would be a blacksmith. He accepted Quentin because he painted a fly on his board. Okay? It had such a gentle realism. Realism means realistic. That it resembled a real one. Okay? Resembled means exactly looked like a real one. Further, the author also talks about Chinese philosophy, San Shui, which means mountain water. Finally, the second part of Getting Inside Outsider Art by Brinda Suri talks about concept of art brat. Art brat meaning art of the ones who have no right to be artist. They are not, you can say, not capable to be called artist. It's because why you have to read it here? Because they lack any formal training, yet somehow possess artistic talent and insight. What does that mean? That means that they don't have the basic powers. Okay, they are not trained, they are not organized, they have never been to any training center, but still their work is good. They possess some talent. You can say God gave talent inside them. She refers to them as the ones who think outside the box. Okay, they are so creative people. They think about the unique ideas. Okay, and defy the normal standard. Defy means cross, unusual. They don't follow, they don't go in the league of the normal ideas. People refer to their work as unorthodox art. Orthodox is something which is very old. जो चली आ रही हो, something which is going on, but their art is not going on. It is very unique, very different, out of the box. That a viewer is amazed to see. He is in shock that wow, this could be also done of it. It's so beautiful. She cites the example, cites means quotes the example of Nek Chand's work at Rock Garden in Chandigarh is a form of art brat. Okay, I had explained you yesterday, we had discussed about the Rock Garden in Chandigarh. Same way the person is saying that the example of art brat, unorganized art, one example is the Rock Garden that is situated at Chandigarh. Okay, now conclusion. To sum up, landscape to soul summary, we learn that art is an infinite form, means it's endless. It's so deep, it's endless. Everything is coming under it. It is very creative form, which has a rich history. And it cannot fit inside any certain box or any label. It has a life of its own. Okay, the art stands out individually. It can't be bounded into any boundaries. It is infinite, as in full, can't count, immense, huge. Alright, do go through the chapter, children. It is a tough and a typical chapter. Read it twice, thrice, and do let me know if you have any queries or confusions.